What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I know it's a little dark in here. I'm trying to show off that little lamp that I made. It's Micro Scale Garage, episode 27. Let's do this. Alright, so what's going on today is, as you guys can see, the Orlando semi-truck, still, I have not... Okay, first off, we want to use the Tyrannus controller on it. Second off, I do like the Dacis Mikaru speed controller for the Android. So now I'm choosing what to use. The big old, box controller or my little phone. I don't know yet. Second, axles. I have rear axle housing in, thanks to Don Gregian. I also have umbrellas, thanks to Lock Rock RC. And I also ordered, remember, the front axle swing set and the front axles. Part numbers for those is TA0004, and this is going to be the Orlando Hunter OH35P01 front axle set, and this is the swing set TA0007, and that's for the OH35P01 kit, and that's the front swing set that goes inside of here. Still, for the axles, I still have to order the shaft that goes in the rear axle housing. And I also have to order bearings that's going to go in each axles. So we got the inner gears. What we need is just bearings and the actual axle itself. Now, about the Orlando semi-truck. I want to build the Orlando semi-truck with the metal axles. So the part number for the metal axle is going to be MA2550. So I'm going to order another set of these, save up my money. And I want to order the rear axle, metal axle run through, where it has the run through that go through, so you can run the rear axle, so you can try and make this 6-wheel drive Orlando semi truck happen. Yes, Adrian's Orlando Hunter, or Adrian's Proline Ambush, is back in the garage, and the reason why it's back in the garage, something happened when he was driving. I think his motor blew, it just stopped driving. But when you lift it up in the air and the controller's on high, not low or medium, but when it's on high, you can hit the throttle and the tires will turn. But if you put the truck on any type of friction, any type of, anywhere where it's going to catch, it just doesn't go anywhere. So I'm going to have to open it up, the transmission, check the motor, check the gears. I know I'm talking pretty fast. My GoPro's been messing up. My Glendale 2, or Jelande, I know, me and my talking. Look, the D90. We were out crawling around, and these JST plugs, they're really hard to get your battery out of there. I'm gonna try and do something where it won't be as hard. Maybe put some hot glue on the side where I can grab the nipples. But what happened was I pulled too hard and I ended up pulling the power cable off of the actual electronic speed controller that's in there. I know that the light setup that I got going on is real janky. I just got the LEDs just kind of hanging here, but I wanted to see if I can wire it up like a light bar. I did, thanks to Don Gregian again. I learned how to do this, and I want to put lights throughout my garage going all the way around I think that'll be pretty cool. Back to what I really and truly wanted to talk to you guys about. So let's see here. We got to work on that truck. We got to still work on the ECX. We got to get a spur gear for that. Oh, the Losi Trail Trekker's down too. It's not in the garage because we got all these other trucks in the garage. The Losi Trail Trekker needs, again, spur gear and pinion gear. Now see, what I usually do to check my my mesh, my gear mesh, I used to take like a little piece of paper, you know. But for the Losi Trail Trekker and the ECX, I didn't do that because, you know, there's just 2 bolts, bolt the motor in. But yeah, there's still some adjustment in there. So that's me messing stuff up. And that's where you learn from. You learn from your mistakes. Always check your gear mesh and you won't be replacing motors and stuff. But for the Orlando Hunter OH35 P01 kit, what I'm doing here today for this truck, my axles move every time I turn. And the reason why the axles move whenever it turns, let's see here, let's try and set the GoPro down. Alright, don't know if you guys can see this, not a lot of light, but right here, yeah, there's not a lot of light. Oh, I gotta get my lamp back. This ball stud here, it's all messed up. I had to use glue, crazy glue, and it just keeps getting loose. So I'm gonna pop that ball stud out of there, and I'm gonna make a 3-link setup, kind of like the Traxxas TRX4. And what I did was I ended up moving the steering linkage ball stud over here to this side because my servo horn is over here on this side. So I thought maybe that would help with the steering. And then also I'm gonna try and make this bar right here be a panhard bar. What that does is that will lock the axle, but it still let the axle go up and down, just not left and right. So I'm gonna get the measurements right for this bar. Probably got to make this shorter. And instead of me throwing a screw here, because I didn't want to touch any of that running axles or anything in there, I used a small screw. Made sure that it grabbed on the threads, and it did. So I put it in there. But actually I want it to be up here on this top hole instead of this side one, and I'm thinking I might get better to hook it up. And then I was just thinking about just throwing a ball stud right up in here on that frame right there, or using this and then put like a bend, like a 90-degree bend, so this would still hang down like that, but it would bolt up like this. So I don't know if this metal is gonna crack if I try and heat this up and just put like a small bend right here and just bend this hole down, so that way I can bolt this to right up in here on the frame, and then this hole right here swing down, and then I can still have a ball stud in here. So that way, you know, this sits like this on the truck, and then the panhard bar would hook up, you know, straight to that ball stud. So that way I can still move the axles up and down and left and right, and without the axles actually turning left and right. And then today, just before I started videotaping, I went to go glue my my roll bar on. I ended up putting some damage marks on my F-150. Oh no! Good thing I had silver back there. Now it looks like a big old rock or something chipped the paint. And then there's some chippage right here. I was very mad at myself earlier, like about 15 minutes ago. But now I'm kind of like, it adds character to my truck. You know, it is a rock crawler. It is a solid axle F-150. 2011 or 2012. Well, I'd say it's a 2011 because my truck's a 2011 F-150. So, and it don't have a V8. It's got an EcoBoost in it. Yeah, you guys might not like EcoBoost, but I like turbocharged vehicles. I got a fond for them. But all right, you guys, this is gonna be micro scale garage. I think I'm gonna go out and take my wife's truck out and crawl around her OH35 kit. Lock Rock RC Steve. I finally got a chance to send off your guys' prizes. Oh man, that's another thing. Is it Scale RC stuff, or I gotta look back in the comments on Spot the Rocks. But the person who won first place, I need you to email me at antoinemotley@gmail.com. That's Antoine Motley, Antione, Motley, Motley, @gmail.com. Email me your address so I can send out your frame, bro. You won. You want your prize, right? If not, we'll just give it away to some little kid that wants to build a micro RC. I don't know. But look, no, we're not going to do that. I will send you your frame. If I have to take a plane, boat, and train and personally deliver it, no. I don't have money to do that. But if I had to personally deliver it to you, I would personally deliver it to you. All right, so hit me up. That way I can send out your frame, you know. Steve Lockrock RC, thank you for participating in the contest. More contests on the way. You know, we're gonna try and kick this up. We're gonna rev this up. I want RC. I want you guys to RC anyway, man. There's, you know, like I was talking to my friend, and he was like, "Oh, I want to get into RC and stuff," and I'm telling him about the micros, and he's like, "Oh, they're too slow. They're too small." And I'm like, "Yeah, but look, you know, not trying to really justify micro RC, but I'm like, hey, they're cheaper. To me, they're funner because I can crawl anywhere. You know, like a Tim scale, you just can't pull out your Tim scale in the mall and crawl your, I mean, I guess you could, but you know what I'm saying? You get my point. I mean, I can be out with the kids, you know, at the park or something, and we can be hanging around or something. They could be playing on the swing set, and I could just pull out my Orlando Hunter. Like, this thing, it goes everywhere with me. I can pull out my little Orlando Hunter, and I can drive this thing around with just my cell phone in my pocket and, you know, have fun, put it right back in my pocket. My Traxxas TRX4, I like to take that thing everywhere. It has a locking differentials and stuff. Very, very cool, very, very scale truck. Just too big, a little too heavy for me. You know, I don't like to carry it around as much, you know. But these, my little gems, they're just fun. I mean, a big giant rock that a Tim scale can crawl over. Yeah, it crawls over. It's sweet, it's epic. But I mean, there's a little tiny pebble that's like as big as this piece of metal here, and this Orlando Hunter goes over it, and it, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you'll have trouble, but you're like, man, this little tiny truck can't crawl over crap, you know. But it's like the scale versus if this was to crawl over like this battery, you know, it'd be kind of challenging for it. But on a Tim scale, if you had something like a log that was this big, the Tim scale truck would do the same thing. So it's just miniaturized RCing. To me, I like the micro stuff because it's a little bit more scale, because you get to do things like this, you know, use a hard body Revro kit or something like that. But alright, you guys, that's just me rambling on. Here I go again with all the rambles. I just like it a lot, you know. So I think my buddy, he might be getting into some micro RC, or he might just be getting into RC in general. His kid wants an RC car. He wants an RC car. Do it up, bro. Grab an RC car. You and your kid go out there, and I bet you guys will have a blast in the time of your life. And it'll be something that your kid can look back on when he's older. You're like, yeah, me and my dad used to do this, you know, or me and my daughter used to do this, you know, or you know, vice versa, you know, me and my grandma, me and my auntie. But all right, you guys. Oh, and another thing, I'm gonna start back live streaming. Probably not GTA 5. I just bought Sonic Mania. Bought Sonic Forces a couple days ago. I've been trying to play it, but then I didn't notice that it said 11/7 and not 10/7. So 10/7, I was sitting there up until like 2 o'clock in the morning trying to play it, like a beanhead I am. And the game don't come out until November. That's just me being super anxious. I'm gonna try and get my computer back up and going. Yeah, I've been having some problems with the computer, so that's why I haven't really been doing like the RC videos, at least once a week videos, because I had more problems with my PC. We're gonna get that situated probably later on today. I got another car that I'm working on, a little Ford Focus. I'm gonna try and do like some, like, I don't know, real scale garage videos. I don't personally own a real garage. I own a little shed, but I like to work on cars, so I'm a mechanic myself. And I'm gonna try and do some videos of me working on this Ford Focus that I gotta work on. But alright, you guys, like, share, subscribe, and as always, RC any way that you can. Flow like water. Come on, you guys, let's see some epic videos. Lockrock RC, I love your micro scale garage. Oh no, it's called Micro Crawler Garage. I like it a lot. I'm so happy to see that there's another micro garage episode series out there. this is going to be the end of Micro Scale Garage Season 1. Season 2 will be starting, I want to say, right around like after this video. I'm going to do one more crawler video. Ow, ow, ow. Got a piece of solder stuck in my finger. And I got to get that out. Oh. And Season 2 is going to have, like, I'm going to try and mix up Season 2 where it'll be me talking and then it'll flash over to the vehicle or to the truck that I'm driving. I'm going to try and do something cool like that. Or we'll just keep up with the micro rigs. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And like I said, like, share, subscribe. And as always, God bless. And I'll see you guys in the next video.